Okay, I'm live. How did I get that on there? That must have been the aria. Um, well, this is a live stream, and now I'm going to wait until I have some show up at the live stream, which I don't know if I'll have people show up at the live stream, but I might. So I'm going to wait and see. But for right now, just in case you're watching in the replay, then I don't want to just sit here silent. But I'll show you this. This is a book I'm making. Oh, there's Kathy Lake. Hi, Kathy. I know I won't be alone now, and so I'm like a minute early here. And so, and Teresa Vaughn, hello. Um, I'm excited to do. Oh, Cordula, hello, Cordula. Oh my gosh, thank you guys for coming. And so, is most of you already know that I'm going to be working on my pages for my couch pillow book, and I'm going to do my prompts. And there's Brenda Simon. Hello, thank you for coming in. You guys are awesome. And there's Evie. There, I have. Look at that. I got a whole bunch of people already. That's just a blessing when I see you all come in. And so, but now I've got 3 pages so far. Hi, Mrs. Gigi. I'm so happy to see you here. Yes. Um, the base I'm using on my pages is I'm using flannel. I have this white flannel, but you don't need to have flannel. You can use anything, any kind of fabric, any size. And so, but I use the I swear I pick up all kind of lint. And but see, I have 3 pages already, or 6 if you call both sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But I want to get it thick. Now, whenever, and I just sewed on the 3rd page this morning, and so hi Gail, so good to see you, and so I just sewed on the 3rd page this morning, which I'm just, as I finish a page, I attach it. And so I finished this page this morning using the prompts. The prompts are on this side, but this was a page that I already had, a 12 by 12 that I already had made. And then I stitch each one. So when I get another page done, I'll stitch it on. And so, and like I said before, I don't know which will be the front and which will be the back. And so, hi, Barbara Batzer. Good to see you. This one was all done with prompts. And Cordula, do you recognize that heart right there? That was from you. And actually, I think that flower was, I think this was from you too. Oh, Cordula has sent me a lot of beautiful little things that I can add to my projects. But and so there won't be an upside down or a right side up, because now here this word peace is right, but then there's, oh, and hope is right too. Oh gosh, that's amazing. But yeah, this is what we're doing. And so what I do then now is I start with a piece of white flannel because I have it. And that was sent to me by Joy. Thank you, Joy. And so I start with this piece of flannel, but you can start with, and there's Calico Kate, Kathy. Good to see you. I start with just, I'm doing mine 12 by 12, but you can do it any size that you want to do. It doesn't have to be 12 by 12. And so, but I'm going to start mine with a 12 by 12. And I started with, I put, okay, so this is just how far I go with being all organized. But I had, I, well, Elizabeth Marie, telling you here, all my organization has just gone by the wayside. Let me see. I think I put, where did I put those little pieces? I had some little pieces that I said these will be perfect to start with, and I don't see them. Well, if that isn't just a whistling Dixie. But anyway, any kind of a scrap, I like to start with one piece just in the middle, just to start off with, because just in case, Lordy mercy. Okay, so I'm going to pick one of my scraps that I have in here, and I'm going to just lay that down in the middle. Well, I think I'll do this one right here. That's pretty nice. Well, you can put it in the middle, or you can put it anywhere else that you might want to put it. And so I'm just going to put it right here. That's and I start that because I'm not even going to sew it down. I'm just going to leave it on there. I do that because now I'm going to be pulling my prompts. And if this works out good, I'm hoping to do this like on a weekly basis, maybe every Sunday afternoon or something like that. I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes, because for me, planning ahead is like, not all that cool. And so I have this whole bunch of cards that are different prompts, and I just reach in my little thing here and I'll pull one out. Just pull one out, and that is what I'm going to add. And so, and I find it to be a lot of fun. And oh, I had a email from one of our friends, one of our subscribers, that she said, as I was watching you do that, she thought about something that she has done or seen done in the past for people living in, like people in memory care facilities and stuff. Anna May Smith. Thank you for coming, Anna May. I like that name.
Hi.
Hi. Oh, you guys didn't leave yet? Oh, okay. There's Aria. Aria says hi to everybody. She's fixing to go to her uncle's birthday party, and her uncle is turning 21 years old. He's not 21?
No, he's 19.
He's 19?
No, he's right now he's 19, but when we get there, he's going to be 20.
Oh, okay. I guess he's only going to be 20. That's supposed to show how much I know. And so, but anyhow, so she won't be able to sew with us today, but she's got her little area there, and we're getting her filled up with her supplies right there next to her.
Not
so
this drawer. Not this drawer.
Yeah.
This drawer.
Yeah, that's your drawer, and that's your drawer. She's been doing a lot of work with seashells lately in her spot there. Yep, that one's pretty. She's working on that one. And so, okay, so what we do first is, like I say, I just laid down one. That's just because I'm afraid, what if I add a button? I don't want to just add a button to nothing. So I got something there. And so, and so this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm just going to be I'll pull one card. Whatever the card says, that is what I'm going to put on. And so now this one says something that was given to you. Well, that's not hard at all, because I have flowers. I have some more of them things that Cordula sent me. So I look through my stuff. Got almost everything I have is something Cordula sent me. And so, but I'm going to, oh, I know what I got to dig. I know where I have to dig. Just a minute. I got everything organized here, but even with organization, I have troubles. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? Here we go. I got another red truck. Guess where I got that? Well, soon, maybe I won't use that one because I have the red truck on the other one. What's on this one? Oh, a unicorn. There's a unicorn. Okay, so this is what I'm going to put on here. There's a unicorn on that side, and this side is just colorful. So, but I like the unicorn. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add that unicorn. So that is going to go, that is my first prompt. And so I'm going to sew that on there. And now this here, like if you want to work right along with me, why then that is just wonderful. Now if you don't have your things ready or whatnot, you can always use this watch it on the replay and watch it on the replay and do it at your own pace. Okay, watch it. I'm moving you a little bit because I'm pulling my camera out of this little glass, and then I'm going to put it down this way, like this, like this. You see how my expertise works around here? Not well. Okay, then there you go. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stitch that right on there. Now I could use any kind of a stitch, like I use my zigzag stitch a lot, but I'm just going to use a straight stitch on this one. And I'm going to stitch all across. You know what? I'm not going to stitch all the across the whole star. I think I'm going to, well, I got it going too fast too. And so I'm going to, and I'm using a very colorful thread because I like colorful thread. Hi, Denise. Denise, I see you. Thanks for coming. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm only going to sew that much of the star. And then I'm going to pull that needle out of there. And so, but now the scrap that I started with and the star are where I want them. But I didn't sew the rest of this star down because, see, this isn't exactly right either. I don't know how some people that do this video thinging, they get it so perfect and right. Now if I could get it to stay like that. Okay, now that you all have got seasickness, don't worry, I'll pay your hospital bill. No big deal. Oh, okay, now somehow I got that thing. How did I get, there's Trucker Jamie. Okay, just a minute, I got Cordula stuck up there in the screen, and I don't know how I did that, but I touched something. Oh, here. There you go. Now I fixed it. And Jamie, Trucker Jamie, thank you so much for your surprise mail you sent me. You sent me the two needle threaders. And it was so funny because when I got them in the mail, I got them exactly when I was looking for my needle threader. And all I could find was this big one, and it wouldn't fit in my little needle. This one's so tiny, and I can use it in my little needle. So then I took one of my, well, this little heart came from Cordula too, and I stitched it right to this little heart. Then I stitched my bigger one to the little heart too. And then I can put needles in this little heart that I'm using right at the moment. But now I will not lose this because I can't hardly lose that heart right there because that heart's right there. And so it's just right there. And so now, but I lift this up because now another prompt, I might want to tuck it under here because I might not want to hide that whole star. You just never know. You just never know. So I'm going to reach down here and pick another one. It says needle and thread. Okay, when I pull that one with a needle and thread, then I need my needle and thread, right? So with the needle and thread, you can do most anything with a needle and thread. And so what I'm going to do with this needle and thread is I'm going to sew a button. No, I'm going to sew a I can sew a button. Oh, look, I got this button right here sitting here. It didn't say button, but it said needle and thread. Well, maybe I want this to be with, I wonder if this will go through that. That little kitty. That little kitty was just sitting there. So, now underneath this video and a couple other of the videos that I did, I made a list of all. Now look, I sewed that and then I pulled the thing off. I pulled the doohickey off because it stuck to my finger. If that isn't just something. But the girl Lynn who sent me the email this morning, I got it and I read it and I thought, oh, what a good idea, is to make a fidget mat for somebody to have on their lap, like in a memory care type of situation. And then on that mat would be things that like a fidget mat. So there would be things like a button, a zipper, little things, and so that you could have on the mat. And I got thinking about that, and I said, "Wow, that would be nice." And then that would give me something I could work on that I could donate. And I know where I would donate already. I would donate where I used to work because I worked with memory care residents. And I do know exactly how much enjoyment that they would get out of having something. And if I was to make even like a book, but really concentrate on some fidgety things, that they could just hold it in their lap and then there'd be zippers and that kind of thing. Or I could make, like, put on a button. Like if I was to put on a button and, I'd have to make sure everything was on securely, but I could put a button and then I could put a flap over the button with a buttonhole in it and they could unbutton and unbutton and that kind of thing. And I think that was a good idea. So I love it when y'all give me ideas of things that I can do. Hi, Janet. There's Janet. My goodness. And Glenda. Hello, Glenda. It's been a minute. Yes. Yep. I think most everybody in here is happy and creative. And I know they're all beautiful, that's for sure. Okay, so now I had one that was a needle and thread and one that was something somebody gave me. So now I'm going to reach in another one and get another prompt. And this prompt says, add something fluffy. Well, I can't sew my cat to this, so that won't work. But I do have Fluffy. And so what I'll do with Fluffy, I tried to make sure I had something that no matter what card I pulled, I'd have it close. I have this here skein of yarn. And you see that, how fluffy that is? Now that is what I call fluffy. So I'm going to pull a piece of that, because I put this on another one too. And where's the end? Is there an end? I know there has to be. Well, you know, if I cut this even, I'm only going to use it. Oh, there's the end. How lovely. So I'm going to take just a piece of this fluffy yarn. What is that called? It's called Go for Faux. Lion brand. It just is really pretty. It just says Go for Faux. Yeah. Okay. So, but it's definitely fluffy. So I'm going to take this and it's going to be added on here. Now I could take that and just maybe tie it around my kitty button. I could do that, but then I could, which, there you go. Now that kitty is sitting right in a ball of fluff. Then, though, I'm going to take my sewing machine and I'm going to use the zigzag stitch. Most of, you know, we don't all have a sewing machine with a zigzag stitch or fancy stitches. I've seen somebody, and there's Joyce Boring. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for coming. Welcome. Pull up a chair and have a seat. I'm going to put this on the number 4 because that's my zigzag. And then I'm going to stitch that fuzzy and fluffy. I'm going to just stitch that down on there. And it is all white, but my thread is multicolored. So, and I just get it sewing slowly so I can go around because I got it on a little circle here. Let's see how we can get this. And I just love, you know, I have ended up, I've noticed as I do these, I usually end up using about 25 prompts before I call it finished. And because it is so much fun to see what you're going to pick next. So, like, if you wanted to make your own prompts, you could just look at that list I have, and if you all come up with more prompts, more ideas than what I have on the list, by all means let me know, because then I'll add those, because a lot of these that I have in this list now are prompts that were given to me in comments on the 2 or 3 videos I've already done on these prompts. There we go. So now I have that fuzzy. Now the fuzzy is on there. This all here. I wrapped it so it looks like the little kitty is sitting in the fuzzy. And so, or fluffy, fuzzy, whatever, they're all the same. Okay, so now I'm going to pick another card. This one says, roll the dice. When I pick up a card that says roll the dice, that means I'm going to add that many. Hi, Elizabeth from Oklahoma. Alrighty then. Okay, anime, I do not, honey, go on live on a regular. I do want to go more often, and I'm thinking if this little thing here that I'm doing works out, and if people enjoy this, then I may go ahead and go on every Sunday afternoon at 3 in Eastern time, and do the same prompt thing. And so I do like going on live, but I just don't get on very much. Okay, when I pull this that says roll the dice, I've got a dice right here, and that's how many pieces of fabric, how many scraps I'm going to add. So, I only got a 1. So we only add 1 scrap. So then you have your scraps after ready, and you pick out one that maybe you think you'd like to put on there. And let's see, I got some pretty light stuff on there, so maybe I want to add something a little bit darker. But let's see what I want to do. Yeah. Oh, well, that's a 2-scrap piece. That's not even supposed to be in here. Let's see. What do I have? What do I have? What do I have? Oh, I'm going to put black and white. That's a good scrap. Don't give it much thought, though. Just give it a little bit of thought. Now, see, this is the reason why I didn't sew this heart all the way down. I mean, heart, it's a star. I didn't sew it all the way down because then I can actually tuck a piece scrap underneath it. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and sew around the rest of this part of the star and around that scrap. So I'll have another piece of fabric on here to work on and with. So, and again, I'm using the zigzag stitch. I can speed you up a little bit now, but am I still sewing? I heard a little noise there. I hope that doesn't mean that. Yeah, it means my thread in my bobbin. Okay, let's see what happened here. No, my thread is still right there in the bobbin. And my thread is still in here. Oh, the thread's not in the needle. Oh, Mama Jama. There's Mama Jama. Janice Glines. Oh, my goodness. It's good to see you, Janice. And Mama Jama, that, I love it. Doesn't that sound like poetry? You could also take some of your squares that you did before you started the cards and just pull a few cards and make them look as good as the ones you are doing now. Oh, I'm not sure. I'd have to read that again. You could also take some of your squares that you did before you started the cards and just pull a few cards. Oh, yes, you are right. I understand that now. I could, because I do have some squares that I have got just the just basically the scrap patchwork, and then pull the cards to add to them. And yes, you are right, and that is a real good idea. Just a minute, I gotta concentrate on this here. Okay, now why in Sam Heel? Oh, there we go. See, I have to concentrate to get my thread back through the needle. There we go. Now everybody's behaving themselves. That is a real good idea, Mama Jama, because yes, just add buttons or yarn. And I could do that. You are absolutely right. And I probably will do that. I probably will, because I have got plenty of, like this one page I did here. This was one that I've already got this one on the book, but this one I had already done before starting the prompts. I could add to this, pull a few prompts, and absolutely could do that. You are absolutely right. And that is a good idea. Because now that I started doing with the prompts, I feel like the ones that I've done with just the scraps, they just look so plain. And I'm the more the merrier kind of person, and I like that. So thanks, Mama John. That's a really, really good idea. And so that is, I am going to do that. Hi, sis. Good to see sis here. And those of you who like slow stitching, you could do something like this all in slow stitching too, and which I find slow stitching to be very, very, very calming. I love it. And I have had a lot of comments and emails from people saying, people enjoy my videos, and I appreciate that. And I've had them tell me that they're going through a depression, and so many of us are going through some sort of a depression or some sadness in our life, especially those of us who are aging, supposed to be gracefully. And there's sometimes, like I look around and think, oh my gosh, I need to do this and I need to do that, but I just can't do that anymore. I just don't have the energy. And and it does, it kind of puts you in a bit of a depression. And by doing something, especially doing something meaningless, which this is not meaningless, but that's just the only word that I come up with. If if you're following a pattern to try to make something perfect, that's good. But if you're doing something that doesn't have instructions or whatnot, it can be very soothing and very relaxing, and it's so good for the soul. So now I'm going to reach under here and pull out another one. And it's now I have some of these are like doubled up. Like I might have some of them have nothing on them. Now, why is that? Okay, so I'll get this one. Leaves. Now that was a suggestion also, was to leaves. And first I thought leaves, well, no, they'll dry up and go away. Then I thought, well, no, leaves don't have to be real leaves. Leaves could be in your scraps. So you might have, oh, and you know what I also have? Oh, I just thought of that too. Where did I put my, wait a minute, I got one special basket that has, just a minute, one special basket. Let's see, where is it? Oh, there it is over there. Hang on a second. I got to go get my special basket. Getting it. I got it. Okay, I'm coming back. I got my special basket. I have different baskets with different things in them, and this is one of my special baskets with special things. But leaves, I have these. I got these from Timu. I got these. Now these are leaves. There was 20 yards of this leaf trim for $4.98 at Timu. And so, but these are like a strip of leaves. And so you can cut out a leaf. You might have some fabric with leaves on it. Just or you just can cut a leaf shape. So that would be good too. Hi, Vanessa. How are you? Good to see you. My good. Trucker JD, are you out there on the road again? On the road again? She calls herself Trucker JD. Do you know why? Because she drives a truck. And she don't know drive no little itty bitty pickup truck neither. Well, she might do that too, but she's a truck driver. She goes all over the country. Okay, so now I'm going to stitch on these leaves. And so and since I did not finish, and again I'm going to use my zigzag stitch. And again, it's not wanting to go. Okay, let's see if I, and we'll just get it on there. Don't have to be straight. Doesn't have to be crooked. It just needs to be on there. But I'm going to try and sew down that piece of fabric while I'm doing the leaves. But it just starts building itself, and it's like you don't have to think like, what am I going to do next? You let the cards tell you what you're going to do next. And it just starts building and building until you have your whole page just filled right up, or your whole square, because now this square could be used for many different things. Like I'm making a book out of these ones. Well, you don't have to use a book. You could make a like a lap quilt, or oh, Miss Gigi says, now I know I have fabric. Was going to give it all away. You know, that is, I understand that completely. I just don't want to give my fabric away. I've been giving a lot of stuff away lately because I have to downsize my things because family has moved in. And so I have to downsize because I had enough stuff to, Army could do crafts in here when we wouldn't run out. But now then somebody, whenever Lynn sent me the email, she mentioned zippers. Well, you know what? I give away my zippers. Just recently, I gave away a whole bunch of zippers because I said, I'll probably not really use them zippers. So I gave them away. And then when Miss Lynn mentioned zippers, I thought, what a great idea. But so I looked on Amazon. I went right away to Amazon, I swear. I need to have Amazon taken off of my. But I found a place where I could ordered I think it's 100 7-inch zippers. And they were like $12 for all them zippers. And I thought, that'll be perfect. Because one thing I did on something I made is I put in a zipper on one of my squares. I put in a zipper, but when you open the zipper, I had a little piece of cloth inside there that you open the zipper and you could read the message. And that I said, I got to get zippers back now that I gave, which all really the ones all I gave away they were all dark colored and heavy and old and stuff like that. And so the ones I ordered are beautiful colors. They'll be here tomorrow. I'm telling you, that Amazon place, they've wrecked a lot of marriages. Not really. I only buy cheap stuff. What is this in my back? Something just headed on my back. Excuse me, Petunia. How'd you get in here? My beautiful girl. My beautiful. She's lost her collar. I gotta find her collar. And it's probably out on a fence or something. Because she just jumped the fences. She jumps. I got 5-foot chain link fence. She jumps it. Goes to the neighbors. Okay, here, you go down here. You go down there. Good girl. But I've got the collar I have on her is a self-release collar. So if it gets hung on something, it will come off. And so it's probably hanging on the fence somewhere, but it's reflective. So I have that so that if she does get out the road at night or something, then that reflective collar will show. Okay, so now that was leaves. So now I'm going to pick another card here. I'm just going to reach in here and get this one. A purple scrap. Okay, so now I go in my little scrap bin again and I look for purple. I don't have a lot of purple, but I do have some. So I am now, and it doesn't have to be completely purple. Oh, what's this? It's purple. It's felt though. I'm going to use that. It's purple because see, now I'm going to put that down there. It's a piece of felt I have in there. I think I got one. I got one card that does say felt. I think I do. If I don't, I need to. I'm going to put that right here. I'm just going to put that right there. Because see, now other things will go on top of that. So there we go. There we go. So I'm going to, because I fill this little booger up, boy. I'm telling you, I just fill this little booger up. Get that in there like this. And I can finish that star. Cordula, did you get your sewing machine yet? Miss Cordula ordered a new sewing machine and it was and she got it and it turned out to be a lemon. And so she had to send it back, but she got her money's worth, her money back, and was going to order another. So, okay, Evie. So far we have what we have so far is something that was given to you, that's 1. Needle and thread, that's 2. Add something fluffy was 3. Roll the dice, that was to tell us how many. So that was 4. Leaves was 5, and a purple scrap is 6. So yep, we've got 6 prompts so far. Okay, and Vanessa, did you hear that? I just said it again. Okay, so I'm going to, and you could make, you could use, this is like on the front of a throw pillow, but like I say, I'm putting mine all together like a book, and it's going to be a throw pillow, but it's going to be a couch throw pillow that you can read, sort of read. Well, there'll be words in there too. One of these prompts does say word. And I make words by, I just use Sharpie marker and white fabric, and I just write words on them pieces of fabric. Oh, good. Cordula says yes, she got her new sewing machine yesterday, and she's so happy. Oh, I went a bit fast, did I? Okay, just a minute, honey, Vanessa. Let me get this here piece sewed on there. Okay, Vanessa, I have something that was given to you. Hi, Stephanie. Good to see you. Mama Jama says maybe you could add a pocket to your cards. Maybe fuse it down so you don't have to sew it close. Now that's a good idea too, the add a pocket. Okay, the second one was needle and thread. And the third one was add something fluffy. And when I say roll the dice, that means that added us 1 piece of scrap fabric. And then the next one was leaves. And then the one I just did was purple scrap. So, yeah, try to write them down. You might not be able to go the same speed that I'm going. And so, if you kind of just write them down, then you have it to go to work on later. Okay, so there we go. Now I'm going to pull another prompt here, and it says, oh, roll the dice again. So roll the dice again, and where's my dice? Where's my dice? Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. 5. I'm going to put in 5 pieces now. So I get 5 pieces. But you know, in my stash of stuff, let me see, where did I put all the pieces? I have, oh, that's another quilt I'm working on. I have so many things that I'm working on. Did I put them in here? No. Did I put, I don't know where I put them. Okay, so I have some pieces that are, okay, so what did I say? 5. I'm going to put in 5. So now I have some pieces, like right here, that's 3 pieces that I have already together. So I'm going to use that and call that 3. And then I'm going to have, then I'll pick, why am I just being, I'll take that green one. That's 4. And then I'll pick, oh, I like these reds. And 5. So that's 5 scraps. I picked 5 pieces. Now, if you have like pieces of quilting that you might have already, that's been pieced together, you can use those now. It's a good time to use them. So I'm going to put those 3 right here. Those 3. And I'm raw edging this. And you don't have to raw edge it though. You can like here. I could go put this right here and not raw edge it. I could do this and actually make a seam, which I will on this one right here. On this one here, I'm going to actually, so I get back to my straight seam, straight stitch, and then I'll stitch that on down, and just don't give it a lot of thought. Don't worry about matching colors. I mean, you can if you want to, but I don't worry about matching colors or matching prints. I just, whatever that card tells me to do, I'm going to do it. Oh, there is Ray. Hi, happy ray of sunshine. I left you the link just in case you felt up to coming on, but I'm glad you're here. It is so glad to see you. Happy Ray has been having some rough moments, and so, but she's getting through them. See, so now that's those 3 that I put on there. Then where'd I put my other pieces? I had my other pieces right here. What did I do with them? I've done lost my mind. I had 2 more pieces. You're probably looking straight at them and saying, right there, Elizabeth. They're gone. They're gone like a gone goose. They just plumb gone. Okay, so that's 3, 4, 5. I got to get 2 more. I'll just get 2 more. I just will. That's what I just will do. Let's see. I'll take this in here. It's a 4. And I'll take these stars. That's a 5. Okay. Yeah. This is why I always say, I am not. Oh, bye, Gail. Thank you for stopping by. Yes, and you take care too, Gail. And so, I never say that I do tutorials or nothing because I don't. I just hang out, I guess. So I'm gonna put 2 more. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's my 5 more. So I'm going to stitch those little babies on there. And I get my pretty. See, these are my pretty pins. You know what I did this morning? I counted them. I found one in the floor. I said, "Oh my God!" So I counted my pins, and up there's still all 50 in there. Comes with 50 pins. I make sure I don't lose any of them. Thank you, Janice, for putting those prompts up there. So I'm going to just put little pins in there just to hold them so they don't walk away, because as you just noticed, my stuff walks away. Just walks away. My kids listened just about as much as this fabric listens to me. So I am going to just stitch that right on there. Come right on down here, sewing machine, where I can reach you. Y'all want to see my plant? I gotta just show you my plant, my orchid. This is like a commercial. I gotta pull him out of the window. This is my plant. Look how pretty. It's an orchid. My daughter gave me that for my birthday, and it says you just feed it once a week 3 ice cubes. And so on Tuesday is her day to eat, and I give her 3 ice cubes every Tuesday, and I named her Tuesday. And that's a pretty good name. So anyway, now that I get my camera put back here, my professionalism has gone out the window. Okay, but I put her in the window in the daytime. I got a window right here. So in the day, because it says she likes indirect sunlight. And so she gets indirect sunlight. But then in the night, then for her to go to sleep, she comes over here and sits on my desk and I close the curtains. Then when we wake up in the morning, she goes back on her window seat. That's right. That's Tuesday. That's my plan. Now we're going to see how long I keep that alive. But they say they're pretty easy to care for, so I hope so. Oh, good. Happy Ray said she's had one for over 10 years. That's good. Oh, and there's Lori. Hi, Lori. It is good to see you. So good to see you. I'm just happy to see all of you. I really need to do live streams more often. And my partner in crime, Happy Ray, she's going to be coming on with me too more often in the live streams. But we got to get her time, give her time to get herself together. I think we've all had times when just stuff happens, just stuff. And then you just got to get yourself together. Okay, we're good. Give you some more gas there, so I'm sure. Ain't that right, Ray? Ray's my chosen daughter, and I understand. So, oh, there you go. I understand that. Hi, Aaron. Aaron Morrison. Now, Aaron Morrison is one of my dearest friends that I have met in absolute person, because when we had our retreat, she was there. And so I was blessed to be able to meet her. Good night, Mrs. Gigi. I just saw Calico Kate say good night to you, so I'm assuming that means you're out for the evening. It's good to see you. I'm glad that you stopped by. Very glad. Oops, my camera just fell. Oh, stop it. Stop, swing machine. My camera just fell. Sorry about that. It's just leading precariously leaning here. Okay. Sort of precariously. You'll have to understand that I am just an old woman that doesn't know much. I know a lot, but the stuff that I know a lot about is not stuff that I need to share with people. That's how I am. Oh. Now I just seen where Stephanie was asking Kathy for prayer, and now I read it too, and she's going to the doctor tomorrow. I go to see my doctor tomorrow to discuss possible. I can sew and read at the same time, sure. Possible surgery options to fix her internal stuff. So, yes, anybody who does pray, please send some prayers for Stephanie. We want everything to go well, absolutely well. Internal stuff needs to be fixed at times. Sometimes we just need a fixing. Okay, now. So now I got those five put in. Now I'm going to pick another card. An ugly scrap. Now this one was hard to write because I don't think any fabric is ugly. So, but then if you look, then you could probably pick something that is sort of ugly. Just sort of ugly, maybe. But I don't think I have any ugly scraps. I don't, but I'll pick something that might be sort of ugly. Let's see if I, no, there, I'm having, okay, maybe I'll go with this here black piece, this black and stuff. It's really not ugly at all. Oh, here, this will be ugly. I'll call this ugly. Yeah, I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings, Scrap, but that's one I picked for ugly. Okay, and so then I start looking for a spot that needs a scrap. And this one right here needs a scrap right there. And so that scrap is going to go and become beautiful on this here piece. Yep, that's what's going to happen. Once you put an ugly scrap into something beautiful, then the beautiful from the other scraps just by osmosis, they just go and all get beautiful. All get beautiful. Osmosis. I think that's what osmosis does anyway. The name, that word just came to my mind. I hear a lot of you that are up north are getting like quite chilly already. We've had a couple chilly evenings here in Florida, but oh, there's Darla Keller. I am glad you're here too, and being late is no big deal. Fashionably late, they call that. And so I like having y'all no matter what time you come in. Even if you come in for 2 minutes, it's all good. Yes, Papa, may I help you?
I just come in here to say hi.
You come in here to say hi?
Yeah, get me a little kiss.
Get you a little kiss. God, Jesus. Flirt. He's such a flirt.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Everything okay out there in the front
Yeah.
room? Yeah, everybody left.
Yeah.
We've been left abandoned. Okay, see how my piece is filling up? Okay, now let's get this one right here. Oh, now we want a red scrap. I already put a red scrap, but now it says they want another. They want another red. Woo, look at this. Okay, this is red. It's like a little cherry tomatoes, a whole bunch of cherry tomatoes, and it's got like a corner on it. So I'm going to put that one right there. I'll put that right there on that corner. That red scrap. Hey, that's perfect. That's perfect. I love it. I love it. I want some more of it. Okay, you go in there. Okay. I'm glad they make lightweight sewing machines now. I got my Singer over here by my elbow because, see, when I get up in the night and I can't sleep, well, see, where I'm in the bedroom, and so, and Papa's still sleeping. Well, I can use my little Singer because it's just a hand crank. He's made it back in 100 years ago, I guess, but then I can sew with my hand crank and I don't wake him up. So. But I sure don't want to wake the old grouch up. No, he's never really got you. I just said that. Just to be ornery. And so then I use my little crank. And so, yeah, that was perfect. See, now, if I would have thought about it, I wouldn't have thought to put that there piece right there. But since the card told me to do it, hi, Cheryl's Crafty World. How are you? I am so happy to see you. I'm happy to see all of you yuns, guys. And so there, I got that stitched on there, right there. Okay, so now I get to pull another card. So we'll pull them little threads off of there, and boy, this is getting filled up pretty fast this time. Now, we're going to pull another card. Pull another card there, buddy. This one here. A zipper or a piece of a zipper. Oh, see, this is where I'm going to have the problem. I do have a zipper. This here brown one. I did, and it's like long. It's like 18 inches long. It is. It's 18 inches long. That's longer than I would want to put in a zipper. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to unzip this. And this is something that would be texture too. So I'm just going to cut me a piece of that zipper off. Now see, tomorrow I'm going to have those real pretty colored ones that I'm getting from the Amazon people. And so I'm going to take this zipper, this piece of zipper, and I'm going to put it, you know, have you ever seen where people make little flowers out of these zippers? I don't know how they do it, but they do it. They do it nonetheless. I saw them. So I'm going to put, oh, maybe I'll let this be right, because I can curve it a little bit. It's just really brown, you know. That's the only problem with it. Okay, quit thinking, Lizzie. Come on, do something. Do something without thinking too hard. Okay, we're just going to go right along here. We're just going to go right along there. That's what we're going to do. And you know what I'm going to do, since it's just kind of a plain Jane kind of a thing, I'm going to find me a little bit different of a stitch. What should I find? Let me, oh, well, I'll just use the zigzag. We're not going to give this too much thought, because I might still pull another prompt that can even go along with the zipper to liven it up a little bit. Liven that zipper up a little bit. But I found that zipper. I said, well, I need to put that there just in case I pull the zipper prompt. And sure enough, the zipper prompt came to life. And so a zipper or a piece of a zipper. It doesn't have to be like a whole zipper. Okay, now. So there it is. And see, I put it on with that little zigzag stitch. So that's not bad. It's not bad at all. I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings, zipper. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, now we have something vintage. Ooh, yeah, ooh, yeah, ooh, yeah, vintage. Okay, now I have a sack under here. Right here. Okay, is this the right one? Yeah. God, this sack smells good. And in here, I've got a piece of, well, you know what it is? It was like a table runner, but I've been cutting pieces off of it. I've been cutting pieces off of this. It's old vintage. And I've been using the pieces. So you know what I might want to do is to put a piece of this. Let me see. Where do I want to get? I'm going to just cut me a piece off of this. The first cut I made on this, it had some stains and it had a worn hole in it. So I didn't mind cutting it. And so where it probably wouldn't get used as an actual table runner anymore in life, then I thought, well, no, we're going to just put it right. We're going to use it. And so there, I'm going to put that something vintage right there. Now, isn't that pretty? Now here, I'm going to sew this here and here. I'm not going to sew it right here yet because I might still want to tuck something underneath. And so, because I know I won't want to cover up this here crocheting on the edge of it. So I'm gonna just, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. And so, and I'll just stitch that on there. I don't have to go real close to the edge when I'm stitching because when I stitch this together with another panel on the back, then that'll be the finished stitch, you know, if you know what I'm saying. All right now. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, so how's the chat going here? Oh, Cheryl got a new toy. Are you loving your sewing machine? Oh, that's two people with new sewing machines. And Cheryl says, not yet. It's a foot pedal, and we're trying to figure out how I can work from bed temporarily. Ooh, yeah. And then Stephanie says, you may need to exchange it for one with a start-stop button. That kind would work well. Yes. Where's that phone? Oh, the phone was supposed to be holding my... The phone was supposed to be holding my stick here. And then I get them stupid scams. It's hard of it. I don't know if I got to get my phone number changed or what, but I sure am getting a lot of scam calls. Okay, so now I've got that something vintage piece right there, and that's pretty, see? Now this would have worked for texture because there's one card that says texture. That would have worked for texture too, but that's pretty. I like that. And then this card is going to say use pinking shears. Okay, so that I will do. Here's my pinking shears. And what I'm going to do with the pinking shears then is to get another scrap and let's see. And you can do whatever you want. Look at this fabric. It's like a bright color. It's got ants on it. Okay. And I'm going to take the pinking shears and I'm going to cut out the shape of a heart. Because we all love ants, right? There we go. So now I cut out the shape of a heart with the pinking shears. So then where will I put it? I'm going to put it down here. And it's going to kind of go over that little piece of purple right there. And so there you go. And using the pinking shears was another suggestion from the comments under the videos. I love them. Oops, did I draw off one? Yeah, I did. It's okay. So I'm going to just go ahead now and I'll zigzag again. And I'll zigzag around that little heart. You know what I'm thinking too is like if you're using the book and playing an I Spy game with the grandchildren and you say, see if you could look through the book and find an unwelcome visitor to your 4th of July picnic. And then they'd find these ants. And see, they'd look for something. What would be an unwelcome visitor? And there would be those ants. We like the I Spy game. We play it with a lot of different things. So, yep, we do it with a lot of different things. And it's fun. Okay, so there. Now there we go. We got the pinking shears. Look at this. Oh my God, I'm making a mess. I'm making a mess here. Doesn't matter what I do, I end up making a mess. Okay. I'll have to work on my camera situation too, you guys, so that every week when I do this, it's not this bad. But okay, see? Now, let's see what we come up with next. Let's put the pinking shears back. I know I only got one card that says pinking shears, so we won't have that one again. This one, couch on yarn. Okay, couch on yarn. So then we get a chunk of yarn. Where'd my box go with the yarn? Oh, there it is. I've got this yarn here. So I'm going to take yarn, take a piece of yarn, and let's see, I'm just going to put it in 4 layers, 4 lengths. And I'm going to couch this yarn in. Isn't that a pretty color? Maybe I want to put that yarn right on top of that zipper. Or right there below the zipper. And just couch that on. I don't know. But I think I need some color over here, I think. But then sometimes I think I shouldn't be allowed to think, but I think anyway. Okay, so to couch on a yarn, all we have to do is again use your zigzag, but have your zigzag as wide as you can put it almost. I put it on my wide. Okay, I got it on 7. I guess that's as wide as it'll go. And then all I'll do is start going over that yarn. And then I'm going to twist it a little, and get her going, get her moving. And this too, you don't have to go in a straight line. You can get it. What was that? Did mine? I hear a noise every once in a while, and it puts me in panic mode. I don't like getting in panic mode when I hear a funny noise in my sewing machine. Because if my sewing machine goes kaputski, I'd have to get my money back on my husband and use the money for. Oh, that's right, I didn't pay for him. No, it's not going kaputski. Okay, so now I couched on that yarn. See there? So it's just couched on there. Is it perfect? No way is it perfect, but it's there. And that's just all we're looking for. We're not looking for anything perfect. Okay, we couched on the yarn. Now let's go here and dig a one from down here. Embroidery, floss, or thread. Now, so I'm going to reach right down here in this drawer where all the embroidery floss lives. And I'm going to get, ouch. So I got this one here. And here I got a needle right in this lovely item here. And I'm going to put some embroidery floss. Do I know what I'm going to do? No, I don't. But that's okay. We're going to do it anyway. We can do it. We don't have to know what we're doing. Just do it. And so, and like I did before, I just used embroidery floss to tie on that button. Well, I think it just had needle and thread. I don't remember now. My memory is gone kaputski. So what should I do with this? Let me think. Hi, Junk Gal 63. I've got such good ideas from her stuff. The best one was my clothespin girls. They're so pretty. Okay, let's see now. We're going to take this embroidery floss. I wonder if look at that. I don't want that doubled up. Why did I do that? Why in the heck? Why in the heck did I do that? I don't want it doubled. I'm going to see if I can make a flower. What do they call them? Like a lazy daisy or a crazy daisy? One of these, like right here. See, it's like a little crazy daisy or lazy hazy. Oh, I'm gonna put it right here. No, I'm gonna put it right here on this, in this middle of this purple. Okay, so let's see. I think we pull this up through here, and then we make a loop, sort of like this. Is that right? And then you go back in this place, and then come up here in the loop. And then go back down when you're at the top of the loop. Okay, I got one of the, where does thread come from? I picked up some hitchhiking thread along the way. There we go. Now I got one petal of my lazy, hazy, crazy days of summer. And then we go back down into that center and make another loop. And then go down into that center and come up inside the loop. Ooh, hey, I got two on there. I got two loops on there. Two petals of my lazy daisy flower. Okay, so now I got to get back down there to the center. And make another loop. And then go in that center and come out at the top of the loop inside of it. And then put that thread over the loop so it kind of locks it in so the petal can't get away. And then we come back. All right, okay. Go back into that loop in that center. Make another loop. And then come up through here. Now, see, as I say, you do not have to do nothing perfect. Nothing perfect. I say that because I'd never do anything perfect. That's a little bitty one. That's a little bitty tiny one. Okay, now that's a little bitty tiny one. I think I can fit two more loops on that. I'm going to fit two more loops on that. Two more petals, two more petals on my flower. And come up in the loop. And then tack down the loop so it doesn't escape. I have some, which I was just looking through them this morning. I've got some things that were given to me that I found in my, in my mountains of stuff. And they're really cool. They're templates, embroidery stitch templates. And inside each one, there are a whole bunch of templates that you can just draw the dots. I mean, put the dots in place, and then make different designs using your embroidery. But I got to look at it more then. And then it says too that there's a Facebook group you can go to the person that designed those templates. I need to go there and find out exactly how them things work. Because although the pattern is there, it doesn't exactly tell you to go in or out or roundabout. So I gotta get some more help with that. But I'd like to. So there's what I did with my embroidery. Now there's a card there that says bead. There's one that says button. If I get either one of them, then I can put that in the middle. Okay, so I gotta put this back in my little thingy here. All right, now and we're going to pull another one, and let's see what this one says. Applique a square. Well, that's basically what we're doing anyway, is appliquing when you're zigzagging along the edge of a piece, you're actually appliquing it. Let me see this here. It says, Darla says, Lizzie, did you make a PDF of the cards you are pulling? I saw the list you made and showed in a recent video, so I could make my own cards, but it would be so nice if they were already done for me. I have to admit that I don't have a clue how to make a PDF file. I have not got a clue of how to do that. And so, but I do know you can, oh my God, Vanessa just cut her finger open. That's not good. I do know that if you just highlight all of those and then print them, if you can highlight them, highlight the list and then print, like Control C and then Control V. I mean, no, and then you can Control P. Well, anyway, you can print them. So that would be one way again, but I don't know how to make a PDF file. I don't have any clue about that stuff. And Erin says that her daughter said hi to me, and you tell her I said hello too. Oh, then Janice said she had to go. Well, I'm glad that you were here, Janice. Joan Gal, the templates were sent to me, but let me see if it says they're designed by Shackle, SHAWKL Designs. Oh, it says you can get them on, go to www.shackle.com, SHAWKL.com. They're by Creative Impressions. Oh, and here it says www.creativeimpressions.com. And so I guess you could find them there, but these were sent to me by a subscriber. And now if I move that phone again, it's going to lose my... Darn it. Oh, I'm getting so aggravated with them calls like that. Oh, a PDF is a list that you printed out. Oh, so if I print a list, oh, I could print a list and mail you a list. I could do that. Yeah, a PDF file. I thought that was something you had to. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I get a little confused with all the abbreviations and stuff. Yeah, the list, if you look right below this video, there's a list of all of the, I think I've put it up under the last 2 or 3 videos. It's under this one. It's the list of all the prompts. which it's neat to have the list of the prompts, especially if I'm going to do this over and over again. Then you would have like one little basket that has all the everything in it with your scraps and everything. So, okay, so my next prompt is going to be something with texture. Okay, something with texture. Now, there's things on here also already with texture, like the zipper is, the embroidery is. You know, you can feel the texture. So, but that doesn't get to count. You got to find out another something. And so, what I'm going to use, what I like to use for texture, is right now anyway. I might find something as time goes on, you know. But I'm going to, you know, texture could be, well, just about anything. If it's just not flat smooth. Ooh, look at this flower. Now this is a crocheted flower. I won't even tell you where I got it. I got it from Cordula. Cordula, you made this too. So now if the ones I know Cordula made me, she always left a string on the back. So so that I could add it to something. But this is definitely texture. So what I would do with this then is I would find a spot. Oh, here's a good spot. This corner is a good spot. And this here with this kind of texture would also be fun in a, like Lynn had said, like if you're making a fidget mat to donate to a memory care unit. And so here you go. This I would take, and here, like this right here, I would probably go and sew down each of the petals with one little stitch. But I think for this, I'm just going to go, for right now anyway, I'm going to just stitch it on in the center. I don't know how long we've already been on here. I can't see the top of my screen somehow. I don't want to keep you all like forever and ever and ever. And so then that's texture right there. And I might go later and just tack down each petal. But isn't that pretty? That's pretty, and that's definitely texture. And so then I'm going to go again and pull out another card. Can't believe I've not pulled out any buttons. Add ruffled scraps. That's fun to do too. Now to make ruffled scraps, then I would go in here to my scrap bin and pull out just a few scraps of, no, I'll put that back in there. Okay, I'm gonna just pull out a few little, ooh, like this one would be good. This one would be good. It's a long strip. And then this one too. And so oh, here, this one's a little wide. I don't want to cut it. And there's one too, like the long strip. And so then I'll take my long strips there, and I'm just going to put that right there underneath the needle, that strip, and then I'm going to put that on a slow stitch. I want it to go slow. I don't want to sew my fingers. And there, I've got that on a zigzag as well. And so I'm going to let that just zigzag. But what I'm doing is I'm shoving that fabric underneath the presser foot. I'm shoving it under there. I'm just giving it a good shove. and it's sewing slowly. I like this push button thing, or even if you got a foot pedal, just get it going slow. And then here I'll add this one to it now and just kind of shove it under there. Now, if you have like a, what do you call them, chopsticks or something, you should really have something like that instead of your chubby fingers. Well, see, my chubby fingers are chubby, so it's kind of hard for me to sew my fingers because they're chubby. I can't get them under there. But see, and I'm just fluffing that up there. Now this little piece is a little narrower, so I'm going to put that right on top. I know where I got that piece. I know where I got most of my pieces, and this one come from Cordula. Sounds like Cordula sends me too much stuff. But boy, I love scraps. You know, somebody can send me a box of scraps, and I've already got enough scraps to last me the rest of my life. But somebody sends me a box of scraps, and I get scraps that I've never seen before. It's like Christmas. It's just like Christmas. Okay, now let's see. Now see? Now there, I have that ruffled scraps. And it's just scraps that are just ruffled together. And so then I'll find a place on here that they're going to live forever. And so we're going to have them live, let's let them live right here. Right over the top of that. And see how it's, you know, what was the big old scraps, I mean big old spaces are being broke up now into smaller spaces. Now I'm going to stitch that on. I got to speed it up a little bit now. This is the first sewing machine that I've had with a push button like this. Or did I have another one before this one? But when I first learned about push button sewing machine, man, I thought I died and went to heaven. Thought I died and went to heaven. That's what I thought. Because that's just because that's what I thought. Okay, see, so now that's my ruffled scrap. And look how this is getting. See how it's just getting all, oh, let's pick off the top card. A feather. Well, I don't have an actual feather. I'd have to go out to the chicken pen and collect up a feather. But I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to, let's see, how would I make a feather? A feather is sort of shaped like, I'm just cutting a feather. Okay, now I'm going to make some. You might have some fabric with feathers actually on it, which I do think I do have some fabric like that. But see, now I just made a feather. See there? I just made a feather. I just cut the little edges on there. There's the little stick that sticks into the bird or whatever. So now I'm going to just put this feather, I'm just going to put this feather right here. Right in. No, I'm going to put it right. Oh, look at there. Oh, no, those aren't feathers. Those are arrows. I'm going to put it right here. Yes, sir? Are you back there clearing your throat for a reason?
No, I'm just trying to get snug out.
Oh. You're going to run to the road and back? Okay. Now on this one, I'm just going to do a straight stitch right down the middle. Love you too, darling. Right down the middle, I'm just going to run a straight stitch right down the middle. And that is my feather. So see, it, like I say, it could have been a real feather. It could have been a piece of fabric with a feather image on it, or you can just cut out a feather. I've never cut a feather before, but I think for my first cutting out a feather, I think that looks like a real feather. And see, and by using this fabric is actually like a Christmas fabric, but it made a nice feather. And see, so it's just all ruffly on there then. It's like the bird just landed it there. Okay, so now we're going to go again. We're going to pick a card and see something tiny. Ooh, yeah, tiny. Okay, so what could be tiny? Oh, you know what I have? Where did I put it? I think I put it in here. I have some little charms. Little charms. Did I put them in this? Why do I have a light bulb in here? How weird. One weird cookie. Sometimes I wonder if somebody dropped me on my head something tiny. I'm hunting me something tiny. Well, I guess I didn't put them in here. Oh my God, my leg is going to sleep. So, oh yeah, they're there. They're there. I knew I had them. I knew I had something tiny. These are little charms. So, let me see. Look at them charms. Those are really pretty. There's a heart that says there's an owl. These are really pretty. There's an acorn, a bicycle, butterfly. Oh, look at that. A feather. So you might even have a charm that's a feather. Now, I think I want to put this. I want to put something right in the center of this this flower, and I think I'll use that right there. It's a little heart. I'll put these back in here. These are some real pretty charms, aren't they? Okay. My leg is almost telling me to get off my butt. Okay, now I'm going to get me a... Do I still have thread on here? Yes, I do. I still have thread on this here needle. So since I have thread on there, I'm going to use it because I am not persnickety. I'm not persnickety. And so, boy, I hope I haven't missed anybody of saying hello. I'm not real good with the chat. I mean, I look up there, and oh, Darla says I was able to highlight and then copy all the prompts. Oh, good. Oh, very good. Thank you, Darla. You're an awesome one right there. You guys, all of yous are just like perfect. I'm telling you. I wouldn't trade any of yous for solid gold chicken. Okay, so I'm going to just put that something tiny as something in the middle of my little flower. And then that makes my little flower even all that much more special. Because each little piece on here is special. And we'll get that tied. Look how even the bottom of this looks pretty. Okay, and let me shove that right back in here for my needle keeper. Let me just throw that over there out the way. And look at that. See, now that flower has that little heart in the middle, and that's pretty. Okay, now, let me reach down here and get another card. Boy, this is fun. Now, oh, what Jen Wren scraps is there? Oh, and Renee Suzanne, I didn't see you there. Hello, everyone. You guys are amazing, amazing. Okay, add scraps, roll the dice for amount. Okay, I need one here, and I need one here. I need one there. So let's see how many scraps we need to add. Oh, only one. One scrap, one scrap, one scrap. Okay, let's get a scrap. We're getting a scrap. We're getting a scrap. Oh, look at these little chickens. Little baby chicks. Look at the little baby chicks on that there scrap. They are cute, cute, cute. And so I wonder if I could just put these chickens. Okay, I am going to put those chickens. Looks like I cut a chicken out of there already at one time. Okay, so I'm just going to put those chickens right there. Let's see, I'll cut this one right there. They're so cute, little baby chicks. I can't believe our chickens looked like that at one time. Now they're great big old honking chickens out there. Love my chickens. I feel bad for people that lives in like subdivisions and stuff. And they can't have no chickens. They don't know what they're missing. Okay, put that back on the zigzag. And that's pretty much appliquing. Did I applique the square when it said that? Did it say that? I don't know. I think I'm losing my mind. I might have missed one of my own prompts. I don't know. Let's see. You're actually appliquing when you just lay your fabric down on raw edge. It's just raw edge applique. That's what that is. And you know, at one time I thought I did it just because I was lazy. But then I put raw edge applique into the search bar, and holy smokes, there is a gang of people that do raw edge applique. So I thought, I am not the odd one out. Okay, so now that was that one scrap. Okay, I will. It wanted one scrap. That's what I was told. In no uncertain terms, they said to add one scrap. Okay, I'm making a mess in this area. One of these days I'll learn not to make a mess. All right, now, throw them back up there. Now we got to pull another card. Oh. Add a word. Where did I put my words? Put my words in here. Ooh, I think this is one right here. Love. This, when I made words, I just used some fabric, and on these ones I just run some stitches down on it, and I just wrote the words with Sharpie marker, and so that's words. So, but you might have I noticed in those little charms that I was just going through, there was one with some words, or a couple of them that had words on them. So you can get a word anywhere, but this was I like to do this here. I just wrote it with Sharpie marker, and I've got words. And so now, see, now I can take right here. I have one little spot that's uncovered. Actually, maybe this one. Yeah, I think I'll put it right here, but what I'm going to do is to put that tuck it underneath that doily. And then, because I don't want to lose the doily, because that's pretty. I just love old vintage stuff. So pretty stuff. People back in the day when they did all their, they did so much. I mean, people still do it now, but back in the pioneer days, when girls would work on their what do they call it there? Well, they'd fill their hope chest up with hoping that they would get a beautiful husband, and then they would have all their linens ready already in their little hope chest. And so they would do a lot of embroidery and sewing and stuff to get ready for that magical day. And so now I don't think that people really do hope chests anymore, but they might. There might be some that do a hope chest. So there's my word, my love. I love that word. I love that word. Why? Why do I love that word? Okay, let's go on top again. Ouch, ouch. Ooh. Sew on a button. I have a button. Have I put on a button? Oh, I put that button there, but it wasn't a sew on a button card. It's just a button. So I'm going to, now, where did I just see that bag of buttons? I have a bag of buttons. I have a bag of buttons. I have a bag of buttons. It's probably in here. There it is. Okay. These are all Christmassy buttons. I just love them. They were just sent to me recently, too. You know what? I think I'm going to just, we should have Christmas all year round. And look at, there's a red Christmas tree. That's a button. I'd hate to have to button that on something. Boy, that'd be hard to get through the buttonhole, wouldn't it? But I'm going to put that button. I'm going to put that button. Oh, I'm going to put it right here. That's where I'm going to put that. I still have yellow thread on there, don't I? So I'm going to just put that. So the kitty will have a Christmas tree. Merry Christmas, little kitty. And so we're just going to poke that in there. And then so I'm going to say that I'm going to plan this again next week, next Sunday at 3 again at the same time. Now, I don't know how it'll really work out because I am really bad with stuff like that, but I want to. See, I want to. And so, but then I might go on live on a different day with something else. But Sunday, I think I'll do this sewing prompts. And that'll be my Sunday. And now that everything around here is settling down, my son and daughter-in-law are moved in, and they take care of all the important stuff in the house. And there, so now I put on a button. So I have now my time is, I don't feel like I have to be out there all the time, out there in the front room. Okay, see how full we're getting? I'm going to pull another card. What about this one? Lace edging. Okay. I like that one. I like lace edging. So I'm going to reach down in here into this little. Ooh, what's this? I got a bin there with a lot of different laces in there. Ooh, that's pretty. Isn't that pretty, that lace edging? Let's see. Where will I put this lace edging? I'm going to put it right along where I put that zipper. I think. I do believe. That lace edging. Wait a minute. Let me look at something else. There's some black. No, it's ruffly too. I like that ruffle. And, ooh, I like this ruffle too, edging. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put that right here. Just a little piece right there. Because I got just that little bare spot there that needs to be covered up. So I am going to just put that right there. I like that right there. I think that's a very good idea, Elizabeth. Them cards are giving me some good ideas now. Good ideas. See, I like the cards to tell me what to do. It's all in the cards, you guys. It's all in the cards. And here we go. I'm just going to do a straight stitch again. Right down the center. Right down the center. Because I want that ruffle of that lacy edging. Okay. And there you go. It's not really lace. It's more of a just a something. It's, I don't know what you would call it. It's more of a, it's like an organza ribbon. But that's pretty right there. See that? How pretty? Isn't that pretty? But the whole thing is coming up so nice. So now we can pick another card. Let's take this one right here off the top. Zigzag stitch. Well, good grief, Elizabeth. Do we need more zigzag stitch on here? Well, we will because the card says it, so it has to be it. So we're gonna do a zigzag stitch, and we're gonna do it. Let me get some of these threads. Got extra threads going on here. Makes it look like a fluffy in itself. I'm gonna give some zigzag stitching just right across these tomatoes. Right across these tomatoes. And we're just gonna zigzag till our little hearts is happy. Now I could actually zigzag another piece of fabric, I guess, if I wanted to. It doesn't really show up on there, does it? So, you know what I'll do? I'm gonna get these two little flares right here, and I'm gonna zigzag stitch those little flowers right there. Just right there. Just right there. So I'm zigzag stitching, just like the card said. And I just put them little flowers on there. All right, see, now. I'm telling you, see, where'd they go? Right there. See, just put the little flowers on there. Let me see if I'll just put them apart. Add a flower. Add a flower. Well, now, since it said to add a flower, I need something down here. And let me see what I can find in my flower box down here. Let me see what I have. Just a minute. Okay. Just picked up some stuff here. And there's a flower. Yeah, that's a flower. Okay, well, that's the one we're going to use right here. Hi, honey. Okay, isn't that a pretty flower? That's a pretty flower. Oh. Okay. Next time I do this, I'm not going to have my phone right here. I'm going to phone in the shower or something. So there we go. I'm going to, now see, that might be something I would want to hand stitch, but I'm going to sew it again. But I'm going to sew it. I'm not going to go right. Will I go right to the edge? Yeah, I am going to go right to the edge. Let me see. I'm going to use this stitch. If you've got different stitches on your sewing machine, you can use different stitches. So this is going to kind of look like a blanket stitch. Wait a minute, you're going too fast, sewing machine. I can't keep up with you. Okay, now. Well, why is it making so many stitches that way? Oh, well, it'll be pretty nonetheless. I don't use all these decorative stitches too much. You go around, turn you a little bit. No, Ray, this is still the one you sent me, darling. This is still the sewing machine you sent me. Yep. Ray sent me the sewing machine. Yep, and it's working just beautiful, like a dream, because it was a dream come true. There's Renee back. Yeah, I got this here sewing machine. It's a Brother. I love the Brother brand. I think it's the best. But oh, Ray just got Juki. Was it a Juki you got? She got one of those a little bit more fancier of a machine. I'm too old to spend a lot of money on a machine because I'm 74 years old. No, I didn't. No, I didn't get a new one. This is still the one you sent me. Aria got a sewing machine. She got a cute little sewing machine. It's made for little girls to learn to sew on. And she got a new one. And that was sent to her by one of our dear subscribers. And then here over by my elbow, I have my Singer crank, that really old antique one. And I use that one every once in a while when I got to be quiet. Oh, yes, you got a Juki. That's right. The Juki is like a good brand. That's more of a professional use. That they say these ones here, like the Brother, then they have higher end Brothers and stuff too. But they say they are made for just home sewing, and like, because I had one, it was a Brother, it was not exactly like this, but it bought the farm, it quit running, and then I called about having it repaired, and the repairman told me that it would be cheaper to buy a new machine than to have it repaired, because they cost, the pieces that they put in these ones are not made for a long, not for a whole lot of use, and so they go bad. And then they say it's just better just to replace it when it goes bad. And so, but this one, I've been using this one, a couple of years, hasn't it been, Ray? And so it's good. Okay, now I'll pick another card. add a bead. Okay, beads. We got beads. Here's a bead. Here's beads. I had a couple things with beads here. Oh, I want a bead in the middle of my flower. I remember saying that. I can't use this. Yeah, I want a bead in the middle of my flower. Ouch! The end of this needle is just sharp. Huh. Oh, Susan Ernst. Oh, I didn't see you there. Or if I did, I done forgot. I swear, my memory is just going. It is just really good that me and Papa got family here that pretty much takes care of us now. They really take care of us. I fell 2 times in the last since they've been here. I have fallen 2 times, and I swear I could not have gotten up without my son to help me up. When I fell the last time, Papa didn't know what to do. He just sat there and he's just looking at me. He was confused. He didn't know what to do. But then when my son come in, he said, first I saw Papa just standing there looking at something, and I looked and he goes, there you were in the floor. And so then my son helped me up. And so yeah, it's hard to even have to admit when you start needing help. And because when you age, I don't know, it's just hard. It's just hard. And it's embarrassing too when you just fall and then you can't get up. You know, I used to laugh at those commercials that come on TV that said, I'm falling and I can't get up. And I used to, well, I didn't laugh at them really, but I didn't realize the seriousness of it, because it comes a time when you can fall and you can't get up. And so, but my my daughter is RN, and my son, he graduated nursing school. But after he graduated nursing school, he decided he didn't want to be a nurse. So he didn't go get his NCLEX. He didn't go get registered. But he was going to RN school and he graduated. So he's got all the knowledge. He's just not registered. And so it's good having them both here for us. And Papa is, his dementia is getting a little bit, it's just something, it's just, it scares me. I'm sad for him because he's just can't do what he used to could do. There's still a lot he can do. I mean, he's not an invalid, of course, but I am just grateful that we have our kids here. And the grandchildren are just a bonus. I'm telling you, they're just a bonus. Okay, so I added a bead. I put that right in the middle of that little flower that I had made with my embroidery floss prompt. Okay, now I'm almost ready to have to get up from here. So as my leg is going a little kashnutsky, but I'm going to pull a card and it says, ooh, add tulle. Okay, so now if you have tulle, or if you have like a piece of organza fabric or anything like that, I'm just going to take a piece of this tulle. I got this whole big old roll of tulle. And now you can do a lot of things with tulle. And so I have completely covered a lot of my works in tulle, which there's a lot of things you can do with tulle. But then what I'm going to do here, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to take this piece of tulle. I got some other colors too. I think I have some other colors. I might have gave them away. I'm telling you, my friend the other day, Lala Gamma Loriway, you guys probably have heard of her. And she came up to see me. and she come up just at the right time because you know what I'm going to do with this? Um, I loaded her car up, or her daughter's car up, with stuff. I said, "Here, take this, take this, take this," and I loaded her car up with stuff, and mostly my paper crafting things, and that I'm not doing. I still do paper crafting, but not as much. So So I just take that piece of tulle and I just scrunchled it up there, and I'm going to I separated on that stitch. Just put it right there. And see there, and that's another pretty thing to go on the fidget mat, to be on a fidget mat, is just a little piece of tulle just fluffed up there, and the end, what's off the edge here, I'll cut that off. Like when you're doing this, if you've got pieces of fabric that just your scraps just come off the edge, well then you can turn it over and just cut those off. But I think I'm going to leave it at that for now, mainly because my leg is saying get the heck up off this chair. And I could still add even a little bit, but all of my pieces, I'm all covered up everywhere. There's a little showing here and here, but it's covered up. So you're the one that would decide when you were finished. And see, so what I'll do is I'll take another piece that I have, because I have so many 12 by 12 squares that I have just made. But I think what I'm going to do is what was just suggested a while ago was that I can still pull my prompts and add to this. But see, what I do now is I take this piece. I'll take another piece that's finished and ready to go, put them good sides together, sew them all the way around, and then turn it right side out. And I have another page to add to my book. And that's what my plan is to do, is to get my book as thick as I want it to be a pillow. And then I will call it finished. And then, but I am definitely going to take my friend Lynn's idea and think about making some fidget mats to donate. And the ones that I donate, though, I won't have anything loose like that they can pull loose and put in their mouth and stuff. I really, I went through, my first husband passed away with Alzheimer's, early onset Alzheimer's. He was only 54 at the time. But there was one time I had put in front of him a tray. He had like a jerry chair. And I put the tray on it. And I just put some like little matchbox cars and stuff. And he was fiddling with them. And, but he put a fire truck in his mouth. It completely fit in his mouth. And then he was laughing. And so then when they start laughing, once he started laughing, it was the muscles in his, the muscles in your cheeks, and they tighten up. And I was having the worst time to get that out of his mouth. But he was toward the end stages of his Alzheimer's, and so he didn't understand. And but stuff like this would have to be put down really securely. So securely so that they couldn't be pulled off and somebody put it in their mouth. But like something like this, or something like a zipper put on here that they could zip and unzip, or like somebody mentioned, like a flap, like if I put a button here and then put a flap here with a buttonhole, they could maybe button. So I'll think of other things I can put on here that would be good for a fidget mat. And if any of you all have any kind of an idea of what would be good for a fidget mat, then you let me know them too. Oh, Susan Ernest, she says, I've been knitting those jelly bean dolls lately on her 22 needle adding machine. And I don't have the adding machine, but I have I don't remember what the brand name is, but I got a 22 needle. But I don't understand how, Susan, that you get, um, how you make those animals like that. I saw them I saw the pictures that you posted, and I don't know, how do you get legs on them and stuff? I don't know. All I know how to do is make something round. And so, but I'm sure if I go on YouTube and stuff, I can find maybe some videos that'll show me how to do that. But they're so cute. Yeah. So anyway, I thank you all so much for coming along for the ride. I'm I let's see. Oh, I'm going to read a little something. I have my little book. Now I've piled so much stuff everywhere. You know, it does not take me long at all to get everything just completely cattywampus. Well, I'm going to read from my Helen Steiner Rice, A Collection of Joy. But I did not. Let me see. Oh, here's what I have. I have two mug rugs right here. There's two of them. They're two different sizes of mug rugs. They're just something I fool around with every once in a while and make. So I'm going to go ahead and let's see. I'm going to have you all put in a number between, I don't know how many is still here, but because I can't, the top of my screen is gone where I can usually see, but I can't see it. It's because it's goofed up. And, and, so I want you to put in a number between. Now, also, you'll see my email is in the corner of the screen. Now, I'll need your address in case you're the winner, but put in a number between 1 and 100. And whoever comes closest wait a minute, I'm going to write a number down first here. I'm going to quietly, oh, here's a card that doesn't say nothing on it. I'm going to write a number between 1 and 100. And I'll write it right here. Okay, I just wrote a number. So everybody now put in a number between 1 and 100. And then I'll give you a minute or so. And whoever picks the right number, the number closest without going over, will win these two little mug rugs. Two little mug rugs. That's what you get. That's all you get. You don't get any. Oh, there's 25 people, Erin says, still here. Okay, so between 1 and 100, pick a number, and we're going to see who gets to win the prize. And keep putting on your numbers. Keep putting in your numbers. Okay, I'll tell you what, keep putting in your numbers, and I'm going to read something from here. And then once I'm done reading, then I'll see how many numbers we have. And, oh, here, we're coming up on Thanksgiving month, so this will be good. I'm going to read this one. Things to be thankful for. The good green earth beneath our feet, the air we breathe, the food we eat, some work to do, a goal to win, a hidden longing deep within that spurs us on to bigger things and helps us meet what each day brings. All these things and many more are things we should be thankful for. And most of all, our thankful prayers should rise to God because He cares. That's perfect. That's a very good one. Yes. Yes. Our thankful prayers because He cares. We would, and I love reading from Helen Steiner Rice. Okay, that should give everybody enough time. The number I wrote down here was 75. 75, and if I look at these numbers, who comes closest is, oh, Cordula has 73. She put in her age. She put in her age. Yep. Okay, she put in 73, and I wrote down 75. Okay, so Cordula's the winner. That's good because I have something else I had to send you too. So I'll get those mailed, and I have your address, so you don't have to send me an address. Kendra, I didn't even see you there. Thank you for coming. And I might do another live stream that's just unannounced, that just whatever, but another live stream for the sewing, for the pull a prompt sewing, a sewing prompt along. Yeah, sewing prompt along. That will be next Sunday at 3. So I'm going to try and do it every Sunday at 3. And so if you're very interested, then please come. I'm going to try and talk Happy Ray into coming on with me so I don't have to be all by myself. So I don't like to be all by myself. Okay. And I ask God to watch over each and every one of you, every move you make, every step you take, and keep you safe and sound, happy, healthy, and humble. And I will see you on the next video. God bless and keep you. Love you so much. Bye-bye. Well, now I can't even get to the stop thing because this whole doohickey is, I can't see the top of my screen. Oh, am I ever in a big conundrum here? Well, what if I use my, oh, where'd I put my keyboard? Oh, I'm in a mess here because my screen, let's see. What if I do this F11 thing? And no, I still can't. It's still, oh, maybe if I go up here like this, go all the way to the, no. How come maybe I just got to turn it off? Oh, it says I've been on there 2 hours and 17 minutes. I got to get my son to look at this computer and see why it's all goofed up. It's all goofed up. Now, oh, well, I'm just going to turn StreamYard off. I guess that's the only way I can shut it down. Oh. Yep, I'm just going to shut the whole tab. Okay. Leave.